Two. Two, one. Morning, everybody. 2 minutes auction time. If you're getting coffee outside or still registering, make your way inside to the auction theatre, please. We're going to start this auction in 2 minutes. Thank you. One. Well. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Galetti. My name is Joff van Reenen, and I will be conducting this afternoon's auction. This auction has officially started. Welcome to the Radisson Hotel, Granger Bay, Cape Town. Toilets are just outside. Walk past Motherland Coffee, who are also here as well. Just next to reception, up the ramp. The toilets are there. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. You're welcome to have a quick something naughty outside on the patio as well, where you are allowed to smoke or vape or explode or anything else you want to do as well. Thanks for joining us. It's going to be a busy afternoon. A couple of the properties have already been pre-sold. That always happens at Galetti. Thanks to the Cape Town team. On behalf of the entire Galetti auction team in Cape Town, welcome to today's commercial real estate auction for the June 2025 winter auction season. Although, as you can see from the view, there's no winter in Cape Town today. It's going to be a busy day for us. We have 8 or 9 properties to get through. 1 or 2 have been sold. Registrations are taking place on multiple platforms this afternoon. We have properties all across the Western Cape, all the way up to the Garden Route as well, I believe, to the CBD, all the way down to Mossel Bay and in and around Cape Town as well. Please understand, we'll have live bidding happening with us here in the auction theatre as well. Proxy bidders on behalf of their clients, their attorneys are here online through the Galetti app as well as via the telephones as well. You can download the Galetti app on the iOS and Android app stores. Just do a search for Galetti, it'll pop up. Please know, everybody bidding on every platform has registered exactly the same as you have. You're welcome to view that documentation and the Fiki Docs at any time. Make sure you make use of the QR codes up on the pull-up banners around the room at the entrance. Point your phone, point your camera at those QR codes. The digital catalogs will pop up. If you prefer a printed catalog, there are still some left, not many, at the registration table outside in front of me, behind you. Grab a catalog, have a seat, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like it's standing room only again. We do have 7, 8, 9 chairs in front of me. If you prefer to sit and not stand, please grab one of the front 2 rows as well. We'd like to have this opportunity to thank you very much to our sponsors, that being Radisson in Granger Bay for sponsoring the venue, as well as Web Attorneys are here. They'll be giving free legal advice for the duration of the auction, and then immediately after the auction, it's R1,000 a question, and even more if you go to their offices. So please use Web Attorneys. They are our preferred attorneys, and they're here for your leisure during the commencement of the auction. Thank you for Web joining us as well. Registration still taking place outside. Couple of people late, couple of people parking downstairs. I believe the parking is full. They're now parking in the street. Thank you for joining us. Please register as swiftly as you can. We do encourage pre-registrations. If you'd like to take a seat, gentlemen, there are some seats in front. We do encourage pre-registrations at Galetti. It's a lot easier, it's a lot quicker if you do it a couple of days before, or even weeks before, like some of you did, rather than rush through the traffic in Cape Town on a busy auction day. We've registered bidders as well on multiple platforms. Make sure you use one of the QR codes around the room on digital catalogs. Scan them with your cameras. The digital catalog will pop up on your iPad, iPod, iScreen, iPhone, Android, whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going through the rules of auction. Galetti Commercial Industrial Auction is on the 4th of June 2025 at 12 noon. Place of auction, Radisson Hotel, Granger Bay in Cape Town. This auctioneer, myself, hereby declare as follows. It will turn off when I start the auction, sir. James, we've had a request if you could just a couple of clicks down on the music so the gentleman can hear the rules of auction. Now, thank you. This auction will be conducted according to Section 45 of the Consumer Tax number 68 of 2008, here referred to as the CPA. Section 65 of the CPA Regulations 18 to 33 of the regulations, and the auctioneer confirms that these rules of auction comply with Section 45 of the CPA and the regulations thereto. The auctioneer hereby confirms that these rules of auction were made available to the general public at least 24 hours prior to the commencement of the auction. As a result, each bidder acknowledges and agrees that they have granted adequate access to those rules of auction. The auctioneer hereby confirms that the auction was advertised in accordance with Regulation 19 and 20 of the CPA. Total cost of the auction, conduct the auction and or the lots of the property, 1,480,000 rands. Right of admission of the auction is reserved, and the auctioneer reserves the right to refuse to register any natural or juristic person in their sole discretion. Ladies and gentlemen, highly unlikely this afternoon, everybody is welcome at Galetti. The auction commences at the published time and will not be delayed to allow any specific person or persons in general to take part in that auction. We did start on time. Unless otherwise announced, all lots are sold subject to a reserve price and to a 5 business day confirmation period from the date of signature by the purchaser on the auction sale agreement or the confirmation period in favor of our sellers. With regards to any lot which is subject to reserve price, such sale by the auction is subject to a right to bid or on behalf of the seller or auctioneer. The auctioneer is entitled to bid on behalf of the seller, but up to but not exceeding that reserve price. However, such provision is not applicable to an auction without reserve. The sale in respect of any lot is complete when the auction announces completion by the fall of the hammer and the statement sold. Until that announcement is made, a bid may be retracted, sir. Please be aware the CPA provides in Section 45(2) that when goods are put up for sale by auction in lots, each lot is, unless there's evidence to the contrary, regarded to be subject of a separate transaction. Please be aware, ladies and gentlemen, the Riviera Hotel in Mossel Bay will be 3 separate lots. First, we'll do the hotel, then all 10 apartments. Amonis, is that correct? And then the third lot will be both of them together. Please be aware, it is entirely up to our seller's discretion whether he takes the individual bids or the bids as one combined lot. In compliance with Regulation 26(2), anybody that intends to bid at the auction must register his or her identity on the bidder's record prior to commencement of the auction, and such registration must meet the requirements of the Financial Intelligence Centre Act 38 of 2001 or FICA in respect of the establishment and verification of the identities of the person and or persons, and must sign that registration entry. Ladies and gentlemen, obviously, if we don't have your FICA documents, you will not be bidding today. You just came for the expensive coffees and the expensive lunch. Please understand, we follow the law explicitly. It's for your protection as well as ours. No FICA documentation. You will not be bidding this afternoon. The auctioneer may, in his or her sole discretion, absolute discretion, determine whether or not the requisite FICA requirements have been satisfied, and in terms which the auction may refuse to allow any person or persons to register to bid at that auction. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody that's come here this afternoon has brought or emailed us prior to the commencement of the auction their FICA documents, and you're all registered and cleared to bid. Any bidder who intends to bid on behalf of another or a personal juristic person must produce a letter of authority that expressly authorizes such a bidder to bid on behalf of that person or entity in accordance with Regulation 26(3). Please be aware, the auctioneer shall compile a bidder's record and a vendor's roll in accordance with the regulations. The bidder's record shall be available for inspection at any time, free of charge. The vendor's roll shall be available for inspection during the normal business hours without the charge of a fee at the premises of the auctioneers. And we are now situated at Josephine Mill in Newlands. Please pop any time to Galetti, Cape Town, to the Josephine Mill. They serve some really, really bad coffee, and they have a fireplace in the middle of their sales briefing and boardroom. You're welcome to view and pop in for a coffee anytime you like. Please note, all prospective bidders are required to pay a registration deposit. Wesley, of how much? What are we charging today? 50,000 rands. In order to successfully register as a participant in the auction. Thank you, Samantha. The deposit is refundable should the prospective bidder be unsuccessful in securing the highest bid. Please be aware, legitimate. Obviously, as you know, that is a refundable registration fee of 50,000 rands. If you're not the highest bidder on today's auction or any lot, that fee is strictly refundable to you. If you are the highest bidder, we put it towards the Galetti Braai Fund. Just checking if anybody's listening. It does form part of your deposit. Just joking. Please be aware, any person registered for the auction may object to these rules of auction prior to the commencement of the auction, and such objection shall be recorded in the vendor's roll. Any objections online, Sam? Nothing in the room? Thank you. We shall proceed. The bidder acknowledges that it was afforded a reasonable period of time and opportunity to inspect the property prior to the commencement of the auction, as contemplated in terms of Regulation 28.5 of the CPA. Good morning, gentlemen. Please be aware which inspection the auctioneer is obliged to provide to the bidder either electronically or in the traditional manner or physical inspection pursuant to the applicable laws at such time. In terms of Section 55.1 of the CPA, goods are sold foots as is, with no guarantees or warranties expressed or implied by the auctioneer. A bid shall be taken as proof that the bidder has inspected the goods and all lots and has satisfied itself with the condition of the goods for which he or she are bidding on. Please be important, ladies and gentlemen, please notes for everybody here in the room and watching the live stream online. You bid on these properties with all their good looks and wrinkles. What you see is what you get. Bid on the properties, pay for the properties, take them home, and learn to love them. Conduct of the auction is subject to the control of the auctioneer, who has the sole right to regulate the bidding procedure. The auctioneer shall only read out these rules of auction prior to the commencement of the auction if it is required to do so in accordance with Regulation 21.8. The auctioneer will announce the reason for the auction unless such reason is the normal and voluntary disposal of the property by the seller. I will announce them as we go through the separate lots, ladies and gentlemen. Each purchaser acknowledges that in addition to the bid amounts, the purchaser shall also be liable to make payment of value-added tax if applicable. If you don't know that already, ladies and gentlemen, the Galetti brokers haven't told you, just please politely raise your hand. We'll let you know as we go through if the brokers don't tell you before as well. Please note, the auctioneer shall invite bidders to make successfully higher bids for the property being auctioned, and the property will be sold to the highest bidder subject to these rules of auction. Every bid shall constitute an offer to purchase. No bid may be withdrawn by the purchaser after the fall of the hammer. The highest bidder on any lot will be obligated to sign the auction sale agreement on the day on which such bid is accepted, which agreement the bidder acknowledges to have accredited himself or herself therewith. Any refusal and or failure by the highest bidder to sign the auction sale agreement as contemplated in this rule shall constitute a breach of these rules of auction, and the auctioneers and or the sellers reserve the right to take whatever steps may be available to it in law to enforce its rights as a result of such breach. Ladies and gentlemen, it's never happened at Galetti. It's not going to happen at Galetti. Web attorneys are here. They are armed and dangerous, but they're here to answer any questions to make you feel as relaxed as possible so you may bid. Please be aware they're there for your use as well as ours. The highest bidder in respect of any lot bid upon shall pay a buyer's premium of 10%. I'll say that again. The highest bidder in respect of any lot bid upon shall pay a buyer's premium of 10% plus VAT over and above the bid price. Obviously, that 1.5% over your bid price we do give to SARS. These rules of auction may not be varied or amended unless agreed to in writing by the auctioneers. The auctioneer hereby confirms that to the extent that these rules of auction may have been amended, that these rules of auction constitute the amended version. They've been signed by the auctioneer myself, Joff van Reenen, representing Galetti. Those are the auction rules, ladies and gentlemen. Sit back, relax, enjoy the auction. Please be aware we have how many properties on today? 9, 7, 8, 9. 1 or 2 of them have been sold. Our sellers have appreciated that. We have warned our buyers. Unfortunately, one of you was flying in. Now it looks like he's having a long weekend in Cape Town. A good excuse. Lot number 1, ladies and gentlemen, moving swiftly up, please, was the property in Knysna, the SAB property of the Knysna depot. This was Wesley Properties. It was almost 8,000 squares of land with just over 2,000 squares of GLA Industrial 1. The warehouse, the SAB warehouse, with a high roof structure, modern, neat offices, property, neat and secure, good hotels, amenities, compliments of South African Breweries Depot. That property was sold pre-auction for 14 million rand. Congratulations, Wesley. Sold at 14 million rands. Unfortunately, that's what happens at Galetti. A couple all do go pre-auction. Next up, please, lot number 2. Thank you, Tom. This is yours. We're moving a little bit further down to 39 Packer in Epping. There we have it, up on the big screens on your phones, in your catalogs as well. The earth size, almost 3,000 square meters. GLA 2,626. Industrial 2 zoning. This, Tom, VAT registered? It is VAT registered, thank you. A VAT in, VAT out with a clever accountant. I would if I were you. Just speak to them. Industrial warehousing in Epping. Let me remind you, Clifton per square meter is pretty much getting exactly the same as industrial land, industrial space per square meter. The property is equipped with a large power supply, 500 kVA, and there's a 500 kVA substation very close as well, I believe, Tom. There is. There are 2 on-grade roller doors allowing for great easy access. Property has good stacking heights with 4 meters to the eaves. There's a neat office component as well. 1 kilometer to the N2, 8 kilometers to the N1 and the N7. Good arterials, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. Just under 3,000 squares of land. 2,626 GLA gross lettable square meters on your property. We have bidders online, on the telephone. Itai, Herman, as we can go. Thank you, sir, as well as in the room. We have an opening in the lot, please. Any offer to go at 8 million now? 8 million, gentlemen. Any offer to evidence at 8 million. Epping, here we go. At 8 million, have it, we have at 8.5555. At 8 million, 500,000, have it, we have at 8 million, 500,000 now. 8 million, 500, have it, we have at 9 million, have it, ladies, bid now. At 9 million, have it, we have at 9.5555. 9 million, 500,000, ladies and gentlemen. Any offer to have it at 9.555. At 9.5, gentlemen, have it, we have at Epping Industrial. It doesn't get better. 9 million, 500,000 now. At now, already have 9.5, so you got to go up, ma'am. 9 million, 500,000, have it, we have at 9. Ma'am, that's a little naughty. Where did you get that figure this morning? 9,750,000, only because the ladies are bidding. 9,075,000, 975, 5. At 10 million, have it, have it, 10 million, have it, 10.25. At 10 million, have it, another 250,000, because the lady did. I don't know why. At 10 million, have it, 10 and a quarter, but have it, 10.25. At 10.55. My lady bidder has way more money than you do, sir. At 10,500,000, have it at 10.55. At 10,500,000, how the telephone's feeling? 10,500,000. Mention it's a lady bidder. 10,500,000. She has way more money than you do, sir. First call at 10,500,000, have it at 10.55. At 10.75, another 250,000. 10.75. At 10.75, 11 have it. Ready? Say 11. Ma'am, are you speaking to your banker or the husband on the phone? Both. It's the same person. You tell him to keep bidding and he'll pay as well. It's easy, ma'am. You bid, he pays. That's how it works. I have 11, ma'am. 11,250. 11,250 to the lady in Cape Town. 11,250,000. Yeah. It's industrial. 11,500. 11,750, ma'am. It's only money. It'll grow back next month. You can spend it on the children. 11,500,000 on the telephone. At 11.5 in the oven, have it 11.5. 11,500,000. Hit him high, hit him hard, ma'am. 11.75. 11.75 in the oven, 11.75. 12 on the phone, ma'am. At 12 million on the telephone, in the oven, have it selling at 12 in the oven, have it at 12. You've got a bit harder, ma'am. 12.5. Is this your first time at an auction, ma'am? Don't worry, we'll look after you. On the phone at 12 million. Just telling me, only in the room, there's only one person there. There's no one actually here. 12 million on the phone, gentlemen, and over have it at 12 and a quarter now. At 12 million, 250,000, another 250, sir. At 12 and a quarter, gentlemen, and over have it at 12 and 5. At 12 million, 250,000. First call at 12 million, 250,000. Second call at 12 million, 250,000, gentlemen. You're both, have it at 12 and a quarter, ma'am. Seconds cost money. The longer you wait, the more it's going to cost you. 12 and a quarter, but gentlemen, any other at 12 for 5. At 12 and a, pardon? 12.9. I'm liking you more and more, madam. 12,900,000. At 12.99. That's not going to work. A little bit more now, a little bit more. This lady's loaded over here. At 12.99999. At 12,900,000. I need 13.5. At 13.5, have it, have it at 13.5. Yes or no, have it at 12,999. What? Bizarre. 13.1, ma'am. 13.5. This is the only property we have in Epping. You could be in by the weekend, ma'am. The children could be painting the walls by then. 13,100,000. At 13 million, have it, have it at 13 what? 13.2. I need 500. 13.5. 13,200,000. First call. 13,200,000, gentlemen, and you have to go now. Ladies, bid 13.5. Bid high, bid hard. 13.5. At 13.5, gentlemen. 14, ma'am. I've got 13.5 on the phone. I need 14. 13,500,000. Ma'am, just look at me and keep nodding. I'll tell you when to stop. 13.5, 13.5, 13.5, 5, 5, 5, 5. 13.75. At 13,075,000, 30. It's a royal battle on the phone and in Granger Bay, Cape Town. At 13.75, 75, 75, 5, 5, 5, 5. 13.75. First call. Ladies bid at 13.75. Second call. That's twice it. Pardon? That's bizarre. I don't take odd numbers. It's weird. 13.9. 13,900,000. Ma'am, you were so close. Don't lose it. 13,900,000. Stella, at 13,900,000. Have it at 39. We have to lift now. At 13,900,000. And you have it at 39, 39, 39. It's on the phone. 13,900,000 on the telephone. First call. At 13,900,000. Second call. That's twice. 13,900,000. Bidding is high, bidding is hard. Ma'am, don't stop now. 13,900,000. 14,500,000 in Cape Town. At 14.5, 14.5. Ladies and gentlemen, we're lifting reserve. We're selling on the fall of the hammer. At 14 million. Do you know what that means, ma'am? It means once I say sold, that's it. Don't phone me tomorrow. 14.5. Ladies in. At 14,500,000. Any other bid at 14.5, 14.5, 14.5, 5. At 14 million. Ladies bid at 500,000. First call. 14,500,000. No reserve. We're selling on the fall of the hammer. Second call. Twice at 14,500,000. Epping Industrial. Yeah, you see, for 100,000, I had no idea he was going to do that, ma'am. 14,600,000. I'll take 14.7 because we're selling on the fall of the hammer. We're selling high and we're selling right now. 100,000. 14 million, ma'am. You were doing so well up until that point. 14,600,000 selling on the fall of the hammer. First call. Once at 14,600,000. Any other at 600,000. Any other selling 600,000 up. Wesley, lend her 100,000. Your chairman's in Mauritius. He won't even know. At 14,600,000, we're selling hammers high. Reserve is off. 14,600,000. 14,700,000. Ladies back in at 14,700,000. Any other at 40. I'm honest, you got to do it high, got to do it hard. At 700,000, gentlemen. No. Be nice now, play fair. At 14,700,000, and you have it at 14,700,000, and you have 14,800,000. I'll only take 50 from the lady. How's that? 14,800,000. Ma'am, this is about as serious as it gets. We are selling it in the next 30 seconds. 14,800,000 online on the phone. At 14,800,000, ladies and gentlemen, the reserve is off. We're selling on the fall of the hammer. Have it, we have it at 14,888, selling it out now. Just nod, ma'am, I'll take the bid. 14,800,000. We know you. Here we go. Be gentle, Wesley, be gentle. 14,800,000. First call. Once at 14,800,000. You're going to lose the property for one bid, ma'am. For half a bid. Second call. That's twice at 14,800,000 rand. No reserve. We're selling on the fall of the hammer at 14 million. Any other devil selling at 800,000. Fair warning, ma'am. We appreciate it. First, second, third, and final call. You sure? Now they're looking at figures on the calculator. What on earth is going on? We sure? It's on the phone. It's a little tense in Cape Town. Where is he on the beach? Ma'am, also make sure. Are you ultra sure? I appreciate it. Oh, we are sold on the phone. 14,800,000. Property sold on the fall of the hammer. Congratulations to the Galetti team. Thank you very, very much to Underbitter, ma'am. Really appreciate it. Next up, please, lot number 3. Lot number 3, if you want them sold on the phone, bring them to Galetti. 43 Ridge Road in Kraaifontein. Thank you, Itai. This is your property. Get a telephone bidders online, please. How many telephone bidders do we have, Wesley? Just one. 3,685 square meters. Your GLA, 1,674, almost 1,700 squares. Business 2 zoning. Itai, it's vatable. Thank you. This attracts VATs. Get your accountants onto it. Fully let, mixed-use block. The property is fully tenanted with long commercial leases in place. Property is well located in Kraaifontein. Amenities such as Macro and Mediclinic Cape Gate are located in a very close proximity. There are 7 commercial tenants in your property, 2 cell phone towers and 14 residential apartments. Ladies and gentlemen, we have online bidders, we have floor bidders, we have telephone bidders. This property is fully let. Wesley, is that correct? Fully let property. We already have an opening bid that came in at 14 million now. 14 million, gentlemen, and over to selling 14 million and over to go now. At 14 million, have to 14.5, have to 14.5, 14 and a half, sir. At 40, have to 14.5, 5. At 14 million, 500,000, gentlemen, and have to, it's fully let, sir. Bid high, bid hard. At 14 million, have to 14.5, have to 14.5, 5. First call at 14 million, 500,000 now. Fully let property. That is business 2 in Kraaifontein. At 14,500,000, gentlemen, and you have it over to 14.75. At 14.575, I don't mind, so I'll take 250,000. You could do exactly the same as the lady did. I don't mind. At 14.75, have it over to 14. No, I need 250. You want to be in, sir? You're not in yet. At 14.75, 75. No, sir. At 14.5. First call at 14,500,000, gentlemen, and you have to go now. Second call. Pardon? You see what you started, ma'am. It's a little cheeky, sir, but I'll take it. It's a really bad day. 14.6. Telephone, how are you feeling? 14,600,000. At 14.6 to go, gentlemen, any other to go now. At 14.6, any other to selling 14.655. At 14,600,000, gentlemen, any other. We have the entire tenanted business 2 building, fully let mixed-use office, mixed-use block, I beg your pardon. 7 commercial tenants, 2 cell phone towers, 14 residential apartments, 14,600,000. First call, once at 14,600,000, gentlemen, any other to go now. Second call, how's our phone feeling? Is he passed out? He's out, telephone's out, floor's in. At second call, gentlemen. Second call at 14,600,000, gentlemen, any other to go now. Wesley, is your buyer in or out? At 14.6, I'll take 15, sir. At no, sir. Little cheeky. 14,600,000 against you, sir. You're not in yet. Want to be in? I need 15. At 14.6555, have it telling you 15, sir. At yes or no, gentlemen, have it telling you 15 million in or out, have it at 14.6555. First call, 14,600,000. Second call, twice at 14,600,000. You're sure, Wesley, your buyer's in? He's in, gentlemen. You're out. You're both sitting really close. Wesley, he's in. Other gentleman is out. First, second, third and final call, 14.75. Back on the phone. 14.75, sir. 15. You're not going to scare this buyer with 100,000. 14.8. 15. It's I on the phone. 14.8 in Cape Town at Granger Bay at the hotel. 14,800,000 on the floor in Cape Town. At 14.80, I'll take 15, sir. It's a large property. 3,700, almost 3,700 squares of land, almost 1,700 squares of GLA. You're sitting at 14,800,000 on the floor. Telephone's out. First call, 14,800,000. Second call, 14,800,000 now. At 14.8, any other to tell, I'll take 15, sir. At 14,800,000, fair warning on the phone, hammers high, hammers hard. At 14, have it 85, 85, 85, 55. 15, yes or no, sir? Fair warning, he's out, you're in, sir. Last call. Sold it at 50, I beg your pardon, 14,800,000 rands. Next up, please, lot number 4. We're moving to Penati Estate, number 15, Induland Avenue. Wesley's property, just over 5,000 square meters of stand size. Your GLA, 5,045 squares. Net annual income, projected net annual income for next financial year, just over 3.74 million rands a year. It's industrial 2 zoning. Property is vattable. Blue chip tenant, investment opportunity. Property is occupied by a blue chip tenant. It is located roughly 10 kilometers from the N2 highway. There are 3 years still remaining on that lease. Is it one tenant for the lot, Wesley? One tenant takes everything. Another 3 years left. They're very happy there. We have our online bidders ready, please, on the floor. We already have an opening bid, ladies and gentlemen. Any offer to go now? 30 million opening bid. This is Induland Avenue in Penati Estate. At 30 million, gentlemen, any other evidence heading at 30 million, any other to go now. At 30 million, gentlemen, have it at 31, 1, any other to go, sir. At 31 million, gentlemen, have it, you're not in yet, sir. I can't take quarter bid, sir. I need to take $1 million to go. At 30 million, gentlemen, have it at 30 million. This is a 32, sir. At 32, 2, any other evidence heading at 32 million. At 32 million, have it at 33, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4 now. 33 million, gentlemen, have it telling you we're going up in 1, sir. At 31 million, have it telling you 31, 1. You have over 5,000 squares. Your projected next is over 3.7 million rands per annum. Have it telling you 33 million, gentlemen. First call. Once at 33 million. Here we go. This is fully let to one blue chip tenant. At 33 million, have it at 33, 3, selling at 33 now. At 33 million, first call at 33 million, second call at 33 million. We're knocking twice, gentlemen. Any other evidence selling it out now? This is lot number 4. We're pretty much halfway through the auction. Only 4 properties left. At 33 million, gentlemen. Any other evidence selling at 33, 33 and a half, sir. I'll take half bid, sir. I don't mind. I'm paid by the second. We have all day. 33 and a half. I don't mind. Half a bid. We don't mind at all. At 500,000, gentlemen, any other, if it makes you feel more comfortable, we're here for you, sir. At 33, have it at 500,000, gentlemen, any other, have it selling at 500,000 now. At 500,000, gentlemen, have it. Don't take as much time as you need. This is Induland Avenue, Penati Estates, industrial 2 property. As you know, industrial property in Cape Town, the square meter is about the same price as Clifton at the moment. A severe lack of space. You're never going to lose your projected net rental income, just over 3.7 million rand. We need a 500,000, gentlemen, and you have it at 500,000 now. 33, I'll take 500,000 now. Take your time, sir. I don't mind. 500,000, gentlemen, and you have it at 5. At 33.5, sir. Against you on the phone, what does the partner say? 33 and a half, sir. 33.5 million, gentlemen, and you have it to go now. At 33.5, we're taking halves now. At 33.5, 33.5, 33.5. What bank is not going to lend you money on industrial land in Cape Town? Every bank in the country will. 34, back in at 34, gentlemen, another half a bid, sir. At 34.5, yes or no, gentlemen, 34.5, who's going to blink first? 34.5, 34.5, 34.5, 5. You know by next year, this property is going to be worth 18% more. This we know. At 34.5, gentlemen, any other to go now. At 34 million, gentlemen, any other to 34, 4 now. At 34 million, number 18, Induland Crescent, Avenue Penati Estate, GLA 5,045 square meters. The bid stands on the aisle at 34 million, sir. At 34, gentlemen, any other to Wesley, your buyers in. At 34 million, gents, here, any other to go 34, 4. First call at 34 million. Catch him on the phone, whatever he says, sir. At 34 million, it's his bid. At 34 million, gentlemen, have it a fair warning. Property is occupied solely by a blue chip tenant. Another 3 years ago, they've been there for some time. They want to stay. Blue chip investment opportunity. Just down the road from the N2, 5,052. That is your stand size, your GLA. Huge bulk taken up, 5,045 gross lettable square meters. The bid is in at 34 million rand. at 34 million rand, gentlemen. Any over to go? This is industrial 2 at 34. At 34 for. Do not phone us tomorrow, sir. We'll be on course at Royal Cape. Wesley will be at bid stands at 34 million. Itai, your buyers in. Don't worry about the calculations. By next year, in 6 months' time, your property will be worth more. At 34 million, gentlemen. Any over to have it? A fair warning at 34, 4. Any over to have it? I've got 34. He's going to pay you back in a couple of years. That's a couple more. 34 million. The bid is in. 34 and a half, sir. 34.5. Who's going to blink first, ladies and gentlemen? 34 and a half, gentlemen. Have it. We have it at 34, 5. At 34 and a half. Industrial in Cape Town is worth more than Clifton now. At 34, 5, 34. And your rentals are a lot better as well. 34 and a half million. It won't sit empty in winter in Clifton. Industrial 2, it'll sit full all year round. 34 and a half million, gentlemen. Any over to have it? A fair warning. 34, 5. At 34, 5. First call at 34 and a half million, gentlemen. They're in. Second, 34.75. We're down to quarters now, gentlemen. 34.75. At 75, gentlemen, I have it. We have it at 75. If you spend it now, sir, the children will definitely not get it. At 34.750, sir. 34.75, 75, 5. Pardon? Back in at 35, sir. Industrial in Cape Town is the best investment you can make right now. 35 flat, sir. At 35, gentlemen, any other have it at 35. A quarter, sir. We had 35 flat, sir. I need a quarter bid. 35 and a quarter. Slowly but surely, sir. They both want the property. Who's going to blink first? 35 and a quarter. 30. Ooh, there's a big bid. 36 million, gentlemen. Bidding high, bidding hard. At 36 million, are you going to counter, gentlemen? 36, any other to go? And gentlemen, at 36 now. At 36 million, gentlemen, have it a fair warning at 36. You were so close, gentlemen. At 36 million, any other to have it at 36, 5. First call. What's at 36 million, gentlemen? Fair warning, hammers high, hammers hard. Second call at 36 million, gentlemen. Wesley behind you. At 36 million, your bidder wants to chat you. At 36 million, gentlemen, any other to have it at 36, 5. What was that? Please stop. Please stop, Wesley. At 36, fair warning, gentlemen, you sure? Much appreciated. 36 million. Once, twice, third and final call. Congratulations, sir. Sold. At 36 million rands. Thank you very much, sir. 36 million. Thank you very, very much to our underbidder as well. That is what happens at Galetti Auction. High-spirited bidding, competitive bidding at Galetti Auctions. Lot number 5. It's standing room only this afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen, at a new venue, the Radisson Granger Bank. Thank you, sir. Congratulations. Galetti Cape Town's new venue, Radisson Hotel, Granger Bay in Cape Town. The view doesn't get any better than this on a winter's afternoon. Thanks for joining us. It's fast and furious this afternoon. This is Itai's property. Can we get our telephone bidders online, please? The Dumbarton House building, number 1 Church Street in Cape Town, CBD. Take your time, Itai. Floor bidders are in online, as I see already gone a little crazy. And telephone, here we go. This is Dumbarton House, number 1 Church Street. 427 squares of land. Your GLA on this property, 3,849. Just under 4,000 squares of gross lettable square meters. Projected annual income for the next financial year, just over 3 million rands a year. It's business 7 zoning. It is vatable. Itai? Vatable property. Get your clever accountant on this one. One of our bidders did ask about a conversion opportunity in the CBD. It's entirely up to you and the local town council. I believe a lot of the other buildings in and around this one have been converted. It's entirely up to you what you want to do with it. Obviously, go through the correct channels. Student accommodation conversion potential is there. Proximity to major transport links, 2-minute walk to Cape Town Station. It's a corner stand with excellent exposure. 1,275 square meters of unutilized bulk. Great upside on unutilized bulk, about 1,200 squares of underutilized bulk on the property. There's flexible office configuration across multiple floors. How many floors have we got, Itai? Thank you. I should have asked you first, Samantha. 12 floors, including a basement. Everybody wants basement parking, and that costs double the price. Conversion opportunity, Dumbarton House in Cape Town, CBD. Our telephone bid is online on those ready floors here. We already have an opening bid, which stands at 25 million to go. 25 million, any other evidence on the phone at 25, have it 25, 26 million to bid, have it 27 to bid, sir. At 27 million, have it 27 to bid, gentlemen, any other to go now. At 27 to bid, have it 7 to bid, gentlemen, any other to have it 7 to bid now. And at 8 telling you 28 million, have it with a basement, so you know how much that's going to cost. At 27, have it at 28 million, gentlemen, have it at pardon? We've got 28 in Cape Town. At 28 million, listen high, listen hard. At 28 million, have it at 28, 8, 9, 9, 9, have it at 28, sir. At 29 million, gentlemen, and you have it at 29, 9, 9. It's Cape Town CBD. You're getting the whole building. 12 floors, Samantha, and a basement. At 29 million, gentlemen, and you have it a fair warning at 29. At 29 million, have it, pardon? 30 million back on the phone. You better on the phone now. At 30 million, gentlemen, have it at 31, 1, 1, and you have it go, sir. For the whole building, Dumbarton House in Cape Town CBD. 31 million, have it at 31, 1, and you have it go now. At 31 million, Wesley, and you have it a fair warning, have it at 31, 1, 1. I'll wait as long as you want to. What do the bidders say? At 31 million, first call. Once now with 31 million, gentlemen, and you have it go, sir. At 31 million, have it. We have 12 floors. 31 and a half, sir, I'll take. 31.5, 31.5, 31.5. Telephones, you're out, you're in, sir. I already got 31.5 in the corner. At 31 million, 500,000 now. At 31.5, 31.5, 32, 2, 2. Any other? No, sir, you're not in yet. 31 and a half I got there. At 31.5, 31.5. Where you, sir? What was your bid? Apparently I'm on 31 and a quarter. You want to take 250 more, sir? Thank you. 31.5. At 31.5, another quarter, but gentlemen, any other? You get the whole building in Cape Town CBD. At 31.5, 31.5, 5, 5, 5, 5. First call, 31 million, 500,000, and you have it for 250,000, sir. You can't lose a building in Cape Town. 31 million, 500,000. Telephones, you're both out. Cape Town's in. At 31.5 million, 32. Back on the phone, sir. Quarter. Surprise the family, sir. Buy a building. 32 million on the telephone. At 32 million, gentlemen, any other to go? 32, 2, 2. Just under 4,000 squares of GLA. It's a business 7 zoning. 12 floors plus a basement. Think of the rentals, gentlemen. At 32 million, have it at 32 and a quarter, sir. Thank you. Much to be underbidders back in 32 and a quarter. Phones, you're out. At 32, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. 32 and a quarter. Underbidders back in. Have it a quarter, but gentlemen, any other have it a quarter, but have it a quarter, 5, 5, 5. At 32.5, 32.5, 32.5, 5, 5, 5. First call at 32 million, 500,000. Second call, as twice at 32 million, 500,000 now. Telephone's fair warning. 200 bidders, where you going, gentlemen? 32.5, 32.5, 5, 5. Dumbarton House, Cape Town CBD. You're bidding on the entire building in Cape Town. They don't come up very often. 33 million. A quarter, sir. The only building we have in the Cape Town CBD. A quarter. 33 and a quarter, gentlemen. 33 and a quarter. Any other to go now? At 33.5, have it 33 million, gentlemen. Any other fair warning? He needs some time. At 33 million, I'll take any other a fair warning, gentlemen. 33, 3, 3, selling at 33. First call. Once at 33 million. Bids on the phone, sir. I'm on 33 on the telephone, sir. Bids against you. Another quarter. This is the only building we've got in town. And it's all 12 floors, including a basement. Quarter, 33 and a quarter. I've got 33 and a quarter now. Telephones, you're out. Cape Town's in. At 33 and a quarter, gentlemen, have it a fair warning. 32, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. At 33 and a quarter, gentlemen, have it selling at 33 and a quarter. Gents, any other telephones, you're out. Bids with me in Cape Town. On the floor. 33 million, 250,000. 12 floors and a basement. 13 in all. 33 and a quarter, but have a fair warning. 33 and a quarter, 5. First call, 33,250,000. Second call, that's twice at 33,250,000. Got a bit high, got a bit hard. Ooh, 33 and a half, sir. Back on the phone, 33,500,000 for an entire building in Cape Town. Have I mentioned the basement, sir? You might have. It's there. It's there. You've just got to find it. 33,500,000. Gentlemen, have it. Take your time, sir, as much as you need. 33 and a half. Just nod, sir. I'll take it. 33 and a half on the phone. 75, sir. Thank you. 750, we're in. 33, 75. You should have listened to you in the first place on the phone. At 33,750,000. At 75. In Cape Town on the floor. 12-story building. The whole building. Dumbarton House. Here we go. 33.75. First call at 33.75. Second call at 33.75. Fair warning, sir. How are you feeling? 33,750,000. At 33,750. Telephone, you better hurry up. Pardon? 34, sir. Someone's got a bit of small change left in his pocket, sir. And a quarter. Try hard a bit so you might scare him. 30 floor. Tell him now. Gentlemen, I'm lifting the reserve. We're selling it now. No confirmation. You're selling on the fall of the hammer. 34.5. Well done, sir. Hard bidding coming from Cape Town. No reserves. 34,500,000. Gentlemen, any over to go now. At 34.5. Don't leave, sir. Just leave the checkbook. You'll be fine. At 34,500,000 now. At 34.5. First call. 34,500,000. No reserve. We're selling on the fall of the hammer. At 34.5 million, gentlemen. I need 35. If you want in, 35 or nothing. No. I need 35. 35. No. Come in as same as my high bidder. No. 34.5. I need 500,000. We got no reserve here. You're not going to scare my buyer in Cape Town. Bid high, bid hard. I got to play fair to both of you. 34,500,000. Good correction. 34,750. I've got 34. You can bid 250s now. I'll let him. 34,750. Bid still in Cape Town. 34.75. At 750, gentlemen, any other 75. 34,750,000. Fair warning, no reserve. Once at 34.75. Twice at 34.75. Fair warning, gentlemen, any other to go now. At 34.75. 12 stories of building in the basement. At 34.75. Fair warning, hammers high. I must push you on the phone. No reserve. 35. 35 flat, gentlemen. It's the battle of the Braves. I don't know who's going to blink first. Reserves off. We're selling on the fall of the hammer. Quarter, sir. 35 million on the phone, gentlemen. Any other? Who is that on the phone, please? Is who I think it is. Not somebody else. At 35 million on the telephone, gentlemen. Do the calculations. The rental, you'll pay for the building in about 10 years. 35 on the phone. He gets enough time as the telephone does. They're doing some more calculations. 250, gentlemen. Take your time. 35 million for a Dumbarton, the entire building in Cape Town CBD. Next year, appreciate it, sir. 35.1. We're getting to small change now. You sure? He said no last time. 35,100,000 selling on the fall of the hammer. First call, once at 35,100,000. Second call, 35,100,000. Reserves offer selling, gentlemen. Fair warning on the phone. Hammers high, hammers hard. Last call. Congratulations, gentlemen. Sold, sold, sold. 35,100,000. The battle of the brave this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to our underbidder on the telephone. Congratulations to our high bidders. It's a busy afternoon at Galetti. Looks like we're selling everything on the fall of the hammer, Wesley. That's how we should be doing it. Next up, please. We'll call it lot number 6A. We're moving up to the garden route. Get our telephone bidders back online, please. Itai, Hermanus. We'll call it number 6A. This is section 30. Riviera Hotel, Port Natal Road in Mossel Bay. If you can speak Afrikaans with a prey, ladies and gentlemen, this is pretty much the hotel you want to buy. Dion, this is your property. Thank you, Hermanus. 2,324. That is the Mother Earth size. Gross income. Projected gross income, Hermanus. Next financial year, just over 6 million rands a year. Residential for zoning. Our bidders are online and on the telephones. This is the Riviera Hotel. This is the actual hotel. Is a portable investment, generated a gross annual income of just over 6 million, almost 6.1 actually. Good occupancy rates in the garden route, as you know. Property is located on the very scenic banks of the Hartenbosch River, a major South African holiday destination. It's on the garden route, ladies and gentlemen. You all know high occupancy rate on the hotel. We're first putting up the... Dion, you'll about to listen, please. First doing the hotel, then we're doing all 10 sections together, and then both as one lot. Perfect. That's it. Yes, sir. That's exactly what we're doing. Bidders are online, on the phone, and in Cape Town. Thanks for joining us. We're just doing the hotel, ladies and gentlemen. Profitable investment, generating just under 6.1 million rands per annum. That is the Riviera Hotel, Port Natal Road in Mossel Bay. It's pretty much on the edge of the river. There you have it. Any hour to go, ladies and gentlemen. Any hour to go now. We already have an opening bid at 18 million to go now. 18 million just for the hotel, sir. Apartments are next. 18 million, gentlemen. Any hour to go to tell you at 18 million. Any hour to go to tell you at 18 now. At 18 million, gentlemen, for the hotel only. 10 apartments are the next lot. At 18 million, gentlemen. Any hour to have a fair warning. Web attorneys. Any hour to have a fair warning now. At 18 million, have it 18. I'll take 9, sir. At 19 million, have it another million to go now. 18 million opening bid, gentlemen. Any hour to go. It's just the hotel. All 10 apartments are next, Mr. Stewart. At 18 million, gentlemen, any over 3 million, have it a fair one at 18 million now. At 18.5, have it 18.5, 18.5, 18.5, 18 million, 500,000, gentlemen, have it a fair one at 18.5, At 18.5, first call for the hotel, that's correct, sir. At 18 million, 500,000, Mossel Bay, it's pretty much in the water, sir. At 18, a bit like this, actually. At 18 million, 500,000, gentlemen, at 18.5. Oh, they're waiting for both lots, I think. That's what I thought. At 18.5, first call, 18 million, 500,000. Second call, at 18 million, 500,000. Fair warning, ladies and gentlemen. 2 watch race, we're sure. Online is fair. At 18 million, 500,000. Everybody, I think everybody wants everything. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to keep that in. Looks like the bidders are coming in high and hard today. Your bid is noted, sir. 18.5 and 10 apartments. Where am I opening? Okay, that's fine. Combined at 40. I'm happy. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. For all 10 sections, including the hotel. I'll name them quickly so we get all 3 television bidders back online. Section 2, beg your pardon, Section 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 17, 20, 25, and 30, as well as the hotel. Looks like Cape Town's spending money this afternoon. All 10 sections, including the hotel. I can tell you the 10 apartments are bringing in just under 8.5 million rand a year, projected for the next. This is for everything. Are you sure? It just says for the apartments, or is it? Thank you. Our projected for everything is just under 8.5 million for both lots. All 10 apartments and the hotel. 10 additional apartments, including the hotel. Very good occupancy rates. Property is located pretty much in the water at the Hartenbosch River in Mossel Bay. We have an opening bid for both lots, the hotel and 10 sections of the apartment rooms at 40 million rand. 40 million, gentlemen, and we have it at 40 million, gentlemen, and I want to take a quarter bid now. At 40 million, have it at 40 million, gentlemen, have it at 40, 40, 40, 40, have it to go now. For 10 apartments, 10 hotel rooms, and the hotel itself. At 40 million, gentlemen, and you have it at 41, 1, 1, and you have it to go now. At 40, gentlemen, have it at 40 million. For both lots, you're getting for everything. This is what you asked for, gentlemen. Now you've got a bid. At 40 million, gents, and you have it at 40 million, and you have it to go now. This is Riviera Hotel and 10 apartments on the water's edge in Mossel Bay. High occupancy at 40 million, gentlemen, have it a fair warning. 40 to go now. At 444, selling at 40 million, gentlemen, have it a fair warning now. It's on the phones, gentlemen, have it at 40 million, gentlemen, end of warning, fair warning now. At 40 million, first call. At 40 million, gentlemen, have it at 40 million. This is what he wants. He's going to give us a bid now. Second call. The bid still stands with me at 40 million to go, sir. At 40 million, have it a fair warning, gents. 40, 40, and you have it at 4, 4, 4, 7. No, definitely not for that. 40 million once. 40 million twice. Fair warning. It looks like it's all happening on the phones. One's hit a tree. One's getting him back on the phone. And one's still thinking about it. Fair warning. 40 million once, 40 million twice. I'll open and close. The bid stands with me at 40 million of both units. 40 million. This is lot 6A and 6B as a whole. Both together. Final warning on the phone. Getting back up. Died. The phone, thank goodness. Yeah, that's what I thought. 40 million, gentlemen, the bid still stands with me at 40 million. We'll open and close at 40 million. Fair warning on the phones. One left to go. I appreciate it. Once, twice, third call. We'll open and close at the 40 million mark. Please speak to Dion immediately after the auction. Everybody wanted it together, and then everybody blinked at the same time. That is the Riviera Hotel. We'll switch that to a private treaty basis. Next up, please, is lot number 7. 2 lots left of the Cape Town auction, ladies and gentlemen. La Piazza in Richmond Park. Itai, this is yours. Television bidders back online, please. Looks like everybody's bidding online today. Stand size, almost 5,800 squares, just under 5,784. Your GLA, 3,720. Actually, 3,727. Next up, your gross, almost 4.4 million rands. You're projected for the next financial year, just under 4.4 million rands per year. Business 3 zoning. The property is vatable, Itai? Yes, it is. Thank you. Fully tenanted mixed-use property in Richmond Park. Well located. Close proximity to Homewell Medical Centre. Comprises 27 fully lit residential properties and 11 commercial tenants. Electricity and water are prepaid. Well-sized residential units. The new gross, I've just quoted, just under 4.4 million rands per annum. That is your projected gross for the next financial year. Legit television bidders online, they're ready. We have an opening bid, ladies and gentlemen, at 25 million, bidding high, bidding hard on the phone, television, gentlemen, and you have it to go now. At 25 million, have it at 25, 5, 5, 5, 5. At 26 million, gentlemen, and you have it at 26, and 7 a bid, sir. At 26 million, on the telephone, have it at 26, sir. At 26 a bid, and you have it a last lot to go. One more after this in Wyberg. At 26, 27 a bid, sir. At 27 a bit, have it at 27 a bit, 8, selling at 28 now. This is Richmond Park, and it is fully let. At 28 million, gentlemen, and you have it at 28 and a half, 5, 5, 5, 5. At 28, pardon? I'll take 28.5. At 28.5, 28.5, 5, 5, 5, 5. At 28 million, 500,000, gentlemen, and you have it at 28.5, 5, 5. First call at 28 million, 500,000 now. At 28 and a half, gentlemen, Richmond Park. This property is fully tenanted, mixed use, business 3 at 28.5, 28.5, 5, 5, 5. First call. What's now at 28 million? 29.5. At 29.5 million, gentlemen, there have it at 28.5, 29.5, 5, 5. What? Jason, make up your mind. Where was his bid? I'll give him a couple of seconds to catch up. I had it at 28.5 in Cape Town. 28,500,000 now at 28.5. Jason, you've got the money, spend it at 28.5, and you have it a bit now. We're either going to spend it in Johannesburg or we're going to spend it in Cape Town, or both. 28,500,000. Jason, don't be so stingy. At 28,500,000 rands. At 28.5, and you have it at 28.5. First call once at 28,500,000, and you have it selling, and you have it a bit now. At 28.5. You came to spend some money, so spend it here, spend it now. At 28,500,000, gentlemen, and you have it a bit now. At 28.5, you know they'll lend you the money, Jason. Come on. You sure? First call at 28.5. Second call. Yes, we've heard that before. 28,500,000. It's fully tenanted, sir. You don't even have to look for tenants. They're going to pay you back. At 28,500,000. Well, he hasn't put the phone down either, so clearly he's thinking about it. At 20, oh, he has now. 28,500,000 once. 28,500,000. Second call. Third and final call. Penultimate property. At 28. You said that last time, sir. You said that last time, then you bought a property. A quarter. That was quite stern. First, 28.5. Second call at 28,500,000. This is the Piazza Richmond Park at its finest. Third and final call. Appreciate it, sir. Sold. 28,500,000. This is the last property for the afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, lot number 8. It's 1 o'clock. Lunch is going to be served outside. It's been a busy afternoon. We've been lifting reserves. We've been selling on the fall of the hammer. It always happens at Galetti, Cape Town. I hope Joburg's watching. Number 250 Main Road in Wynberg. Number 250 Main Road in Wynberg. Ricardo, you should be down here with Wesley. He does it in Joburg. He does it in Cape Town. That's what happens if you have a Durban boy on the floor. Justin, this is your property. Earth size, almost 1,000 squares, 910 squares. To be exact, your gross projected next year about 282,000 rands per annum. A GB5 zoning on the property. Thank you, Mauritius. No VAT on the property. Development opportunity in Wynberg. It is in Wynberg. Property zoning allows for high-end developments. Location on Main Road results in great exposure to passing traffic and trade. Huge for traffic and vehicular traffic past this property in Main Road in Wynberg. Currently tenanted, the property is generating an income. Wynberg is a densely populated suburb, and the stand is service. We have it open with a lot, please, ladies and gentlemen, at 2.5. 2,500,000 gentlemen, and you have it at 2.5. At 2,500,000 gentlemen, and you have it at 2.5. This is the last property for the afternoon. Main Road in Wynberg at 2,500,000 gentlemen, and you have it selling at 2.5. Wesley, where's your buyer? At 2,500,000 gentlemen, and you have it at 2.5. Main Road, Wynberg. Huge foot traffic, even busier vehicle traffic. At 2,500,000 gentlemen, and you have a fair warning at 2.5. At 2,500,000, he's run away, I don't know. At 2,500,000, find him if you can, Wesley. At 2.5. First call. As soon as he saw you, Wesley, he ran out the room. At 2,500,000 gentlemen, have a fair warning. This is the last property for the afternoon. Until next month, actually. When's our next one? Thank you. At 2.5, sir. It's Cape Town. It really doesn't matter, sir. There's going to be urban creep everywhere because Cape Town's got nowhere to go. 2.5, first call, 2,500,000. Second call, twice at 2,500,000. Wynberg, Main Road, last call. Open and close at 2.5. Ladies and gentlemen, open and close at 2,500,000. That is the end of the auction. Thank you very, very much for joining us this afternoon. On behalf of the entire Galetti auction team, my name is Geoff van Renen. Thanks very much for joining us. Our next auction in Cape Town, 3rd of July 2025, Radisson and Granger Bay. Thanks very much for joining us, and good night. later.